this is Supervisor Ed Romaine, and you're watching Government at Work on Channel 18.
Good morning. Today we're standing in front of a temporary structure with a Christmas tree to show you a little bit about safety in the house, and our fire marshal office has done a tremendous job in making this visual demonstration. They say, you know, you can tell people about a lot, but if they see it with their own eyes, it really sticks. We're going to demonstrate today some of the problems that we have with safety with trees in our homes, particularly live trees, that could dry out, that could suffer from a lack of water and hydration, that could become brittle and flammable. These are things that we have to take into account. And the guy that should be doing the talking now is our Chief Fire Marshal and then our two councilmen. So I'm going to ask Chris Merman to come up and explain a little bit about this demonstration that we're about to conduct.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Today, the demonstration is going to be basically safety around the holiday season. One aspect of that, a very big aspect, is the Christmas tree safety. Other things that we have, and we have some examples out on the table, are electrical safety is a very big thing during this time of year, where temporary electricity is needed for lighting the Christmas tree, lighting the menorah, your decorations. We need to make sure that the lights and the extension cords that we use year after year for this, we use them for a couple of weeks and then we box them up, we fold them up, we put them away, and then don't use them until next year. We need to make sure that they're in good shape. So we have some examples on the table. Make sure that our lights are checked to ensure the wiring are not frayed or broken. No homeowner repairs. If you find any damage to these lights, throw them away. Another important thing about the lights is to make sure that they're listed by some sort of testing laboratory, whether it be UL or FM or ETL, all testing laboratories that make sure that they're safe in the home. Another item is when you're buying your lights, read the box, read the manufacturer's directions. This manufacturer for these LED lights say you can hook up 25 sets together, where these lights, this manufacturer says you can only hook up 5 strands of lights together. So very important to check that out. And again, make sure that you're using the right size extension cord for the job that you're doing. This is a rather thick extension cord. I use this one in my home for the tree. Right now my tree's out. This one is more thinner. I call it a zip cord type extension cord. So you need to make those decisions to make sure that you have a safe environment for your family during this time. So I guess we'll move over to the...
Yes, first one, sure. Our Deputy Supervisor Dan Panico.
Well, there's the old adage, you get what you pay for. And as our Chief Fire Marshal explained, you want to have lights that are tested by a laboratory. This is not the time to go cheap. You don't go cheap on something like this, and you don't leave these on overnight while you're sleeping. Certainly, my own tree at home, we go through the lights. At times you can find your lights still work, but one of the bulbs is broken, exposing the filament. Live filament and a dry tree is a catastrophe waiting to happen. You want to make sure you have proper lights. You don't want the holiday to turn into a tragedy, because as you're about to see, this can take off in the blink of an eye and leave people trapped in their home and people to perish. We don't want to see that in the town of Brookhaven.
Neil.
The other two aspects that we really need to look at this time of year are candles. Candles are nice, they smell good, but they're very dangerous and have to be respected. Also, the other one is fireplaces. Please make sure your fireplace is closed properly to ensure the safety of you and your family. Thank you.
Great. And I guess now we'll have the demonstration.
Sure. We'll move
okay.
over. What we have here is a demonstration of a live Christmas tree that's been adequately watered since it's been freshly cut. It was cut about a week and a half ago. We've kept it at our facility and kept it watered. This branch was just taken off, and if I take this torch, I'm taking a plumber's torch and lighting, trying to ignite the branch. Now the branch will darken because I'm drying it, but it won't support combustion. It will not light. So this is an example of how important it is to keep your tree watered. It's a cut tree, yes, but it absorbs the water through the base. And we have a base there that has water in it, and we kept it watered, and we don't have ignition. Okay, so that's the example of a properly watered Christmas tree. Now we'll just move over to this area here. What we have is a mock setup of a room, typical room in the house. We have more of a dried Christmas tree. We're simulating could be electrical failure, could be something too close to the fireplace. We have our smoke detector activating. You can see this is a dried Christmas tree. It was cut at the same time that this tree was cut, but we did not water it. All right, we kept it just in the house. Okay, and you can see that we do have a significant fire. All right, we feel the heat. We can see how the fire has spread to the couch and the presents, and this is a disaster. What we're going to do now is we're going to have our fire marshals extinguish, and we can take a closer look. We noticed that the fire moved quickly. Fire doubles in size every 30 seconds. This is a tragedy. This happens every year in the United States. We've had it a number of times in the town of Brookhaven. Thank goodness we haven't lost any lives as a result of Christmas tree fires, but it is something we get once or twice a year. Yeah, we'll have some burning. If you guys just want to knock down what's on the couch, please. Okay. Good enough. Okay, as the smoke clears, we'll give it a couple seconds to clear, and we'll see how the fire progressed from the tree. The packages aren't too bad because the packages were low to the ground. Fire obviously goes up with heat. Our couch, and it found a spot to ventilate through the window, and you can see the devastation of a fire. And this could have been caused by a candle too close to a dry tree. It could have been caused by an electrical short in your lights, a number of things. So very important, keep your trees watered, keep them away from fireplaces, keep them away from the radiators, keep them away from drying from the forced hot air from your registers. And hopefully we'll prevent this from happening in the future.
The smoke detector activated once smoke started emanating from the tree. It activated for approximately 10 to 15 seconds. At that point, the fire just melted the smoke detector. So you see how quickly you need to react when you hear your smoke detectors activate.
Obviously, we're asking all the residents of Brookhaven to stay safe this year. Check your candles, check your wires, water your trees if they're live. Just use common sense. I want to thank our fire marshal and all those who work for his office for demonstrating this. Their whole function in town government is to keep us safe, and they do a great job of doing exactly that. Gentlemen, thank you for your efforts today, and thank you for the very good demonstration, Chris.
Thank you for helping us get the word out. We appreciate it.
Right.